How's everybody this evening? This is a Big Don production, and we're having Friday edition of Sports Talk. I'm Henry Green, sitting in for my brother Jerry Green, and the producer of the show with Donald Franklin. How are you doing this evening, Donald?
I'm doing great. Just ready to talk some sports.
All right. And we got Larry Pearson in the house tonight. How you doing, Larry?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Getting ready for watch that Super Bowl.
All right. We got Kendall Tyson tonight.
Yes, sir.
Bruce Austin.
Yes, sir.
Anthony McLean. How are you, Anthony?
Good. Good.
And the Bishop is in the house. How you doing, Bishop? You look a little
acting like
here.
living the life I love, loving the life I live. I gotta change the lighting here. So
Yeah, look like you got caught in that snow.
Wait a minute. Listen, I sent you people in New England a note, and I said, "Dear New Englanders, please come pick up your snow and don't drop nothing else down here." Tell them, Larry.
So anyhow, so this Sunday we got the Super Bowl coming up. So we're going to turn that part over to the show to Larry to let him see what topics he have for the Super Bowl, what he wants to cover in the NFL. There you go, Larry.
Good evening. First of all, I want to get started off with injuries. Going to every Super Bowl, they practice too hard. The Seahawks, one of their safeties have a ankle sprain, but he said he should be able to play. And May's shoulder, he said is feeling good, but I don't know because he hasn't been getting hit. You know, when you get hit on his shoulder, it's a totally different story if it's not completely healed. And for the safety, same thing. When you get in the game, those ankle injuries could come back and bite you if you're not fully healed. Anthony, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean it'll be a factor. I mean, you look the better this is the people who still waiting to the last minute to bet on the game. They'll probably get influenced by this. But look, unless those guys have broken ankles or broken legs, they're playing Sunday. They're playing.
Okay, Bruce, do you think the injuries gonna have any effect on the game?
No, I think what'll help them big time is they're not playing in the cold. You know what I mean? They're playing in the warm weather, so that helped them injuries a lot. When it's cold, that them injuries flare right up. So I think they'll be all right.
Okay, Kendall?
Sometimes a wounded animal is the most dangerous. I think, your second year in the NFL and you're in the Super Bowl. In some cases, I don't think the lights will be that bright on them because, like I say, he has Vrabel. So, and New England with their history, they expect to be there. If you've won 7 Super Bowls in New England, what is it, 6? 6?
6, yeah.
Yeah, 6. He's won 2, and Belichick won 2 with the Giants, 86 and 90. Tom Brady won 1 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But if you've been in a situation where you run a race enough times, you can count the steps. I think Vrabel is there to keep him kind of laid back, and the defense on New England are a bunch of guys that have been cast off. So all you got to do is just wake up with a chip on your shoulder. I mean, we're expecting Seattle to win. I thought the Los Angeles Rams were going to beat the New England Patriots. I thought a lot, Super Bowl. It is what it is. I would like to see New England win. Seattle's a better team, but I'm going for New England.
Okay. Bishop?
Well, if I were a betting man, I'd put down 100 that says Darnold scores first. Well, anyway, truth of the matter is we hear the reports, but honestly speaking, and I like what you said earlier about May hasn't been hit yet. That could play out to be a factor if he doesn't have at least some level of contact because he doesn't know what he's working with. So he's going in with machinery, meaning his physical body, not knowing the fullness of its capability. I'm riding Seattle still. I put Sam Darnold in a cheap suit all year long, and obviously the suit was more expensive than it turned out to be a Versace. So, hey, I'm an NFC guy, and I got to stick with the NFC team.
Okay. Go ahead, Donald.
Well, I'm just reminded of that play we all know when Pat Mahomes went limping in the back there. Who was they playing that year when Pat Mahomes went limping on that one leg and came back
They was
out?
playing.
The
Was he
Eagles.
playing Buffalo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he came out like a new man. So whatever shot they gave him in the back room, that's all they tried to do is give those guys a shot and they'd be just fine.
We got a Willis Reed moment brewing, huh?
Okay, Henry. What about the injuries? Are they gonna have an effect on the game?
I don't think so. Like Donald's saying, if you guys got to get shot up, they will. I picked New England to win the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna stick with that. I think their defense is going to surprise everybody. That's my take. I'm picking them for their defense. I think their defense is going to stop Seattle's offense.
Okay, let's take a closer look. What about coaching? Who has an advantage? We're gonna start with you, Henry.
New England. I like their coach better. I do. He I don't know how many Super Bowls he played with New England as a player. But okay, but his first year, of course, the Seattle's doing, they're both young. It's their first time. But, this guy's been there as a player. Now he's there as a coach. So he has the experience. And his first year with New England, I think he did great. I know I wasn't in the beginning because I was like, well, man, New England ain't playing nobody. But, but they kept winning. So I just think the way he turned that team around, the coach, I really like New England. They surprised me because, like I said, being down there in Florida, I really don't get to see New England play. So they look good. I really like their defense.
Okay, Donald. Since they outcoached Sean Payton, who has a better coach?
I'm really not into the coaches that heavy to say. I really can't even answer that. I don't follow coaches like you guys do. I'm more of a player. Like, to me, Sam Donald's going to be the one to come out and win the game, So I know if it get close, I know the coaches got to come up with some strategies, but I really couldn't answer that question.
Okay, Anthony, who do you think got the better coaching?
Well, Vrabel's got experience as a player, and I believe he was an assistant for them for a year. I'm not sure if they got to the Super Bowl. They sort of cancel each other out because they're both, this is the first time they're both coaching in the big game. Maybe Vrabel will give a little bit more of an insight because he's a player, but I don't think that'd be that big of an advantage.
Okay, Bruce.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it's going to be an advantage either way. Both of them in the Super Bowl. Both of them did a great job. You know what I mean? I think both of them going to be great. And I'm looking forward to a good game. Seattle coming out on top. Let's go, Donald.
But
There you go.
some Super Bowls, the coach, like when Sean Payton won the Super Bowl against Indianapolis Colts and caught an onside kick at the beginning of the second half, that made the game. That threw the game, So coaching is a big part, Okay, Kendall?
I think Vrabel has the advantage. And also, I just want to share with you that Drake May has been sacked 5 times in each of the last games and still got up and won. Now, Seattle has beaten the better teams. In the NFC, they ran the gamut. They hit the big ones. And I know that New England had the weaker schedule, but they did what they had to do having a weaker schedule. I just think that you got great athletes in the NFL. So I think the coaching aspect would have to be Vrabel. Number one, he did what you would need to do with a weaker schedule and a second-year quarterback, and he's trying to make history as the first player to play for the same team and win the Super Bowl. There's been a bunch of guys that's done it. The last one being Gary Kubiak, but who played and won, but for different teams. But I think that the coaching advantage is New England based on the fact that they're here. Seattle has a better team. They expected to be here.
So on a scale, if you rate offense, defense,
See,
special
don't
teams.
forget Bishop, Larry. Don't forget Bishop.
Okay,
Does
Bishop,
it
I'm
all the
sorry. I
time.
didn't see you down there. I'm sorry.
I
He's
just
hiding.
sit here. He gets me every
He
week.
was hiding from Donald.
I know, I
I'm
know.
sorry. I thought you was
And,
hiding
and
down
you're wearing the
there.
March Madness.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
sorry.
I'm already into college basketball. My team ain't playing, so you know where I am.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
Quarterback playing.
I'll make it real quick. I mean, Vrabel literally does have the advantage, and he also has his offensive coordinator. What's his name? Josh
McDaniels.
McDaniels. Okay, that guy is a genius in his own right. However, McDonald is known as a defensive schemer, so it's a question of who can outsmart who. But if we had to look at coaching staff, yeah, New England does have an advantage. But hey, I found out Darnold's wearing Versace and Gucci, so I ain't too much okay with it now. The threads in there, hey, if the threads in there are real.
So I say offensively, I give it to the Seahawks.
Okay.
Defensively, I give it to the Seahawks. Special teams, I give it to the Seahawks. And coaching, I will give it to New England. Anthony, is that correct?
I think the Patriots defense is a little bit better than people give them credit for. I do agree that Seattle's a little bit better, but I think I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I think this is going to be a close game late. I think Seattle win, but I think they only win by what is this? What's the spread now? 4.5.
Brow.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 27-20 for Seattle.
Oh, you gave him a little more distance than I would have given him. I would have said 27-24.
Okay, Ernest, go ahead, Bishop. Go ahead then. Tell us. Give it to us.
I would say Seattle wins 27-24. Seattle's kicker, I think, is a little bit better than New England's kicker. Special teams for Seattle, we already know is better than New England's. The real question here is, can they? Because I mean, a lot of these teams play that what they call it, prevent defense that don't stop nothing. And Seattle's known to get in that defense, especially in the fourth quarter. But funny thing is, Seattle's been able to match their opponents in the fourth quarter. So it's a question of, you know how we always say whoever has the ball last is probably going to be the winner. Let me stick to that. And I think Seattle will have the ball last. Darnold will finally throw the pass of his life. And I'll be sitting there in tears because I said that could have been me.
Wow.
I'll be hurt. I'll be happy for him.
But after all your negativity all year long,
Yes, sir.
about Donald, all year,
Yes, sir.
they got eat crow.
And you know something? Put a little salt on it, some pepper, make some barbecue sauce. Roasted crow ain't bad, you know.
Well, I know if you ask Sam Donald, he gonna say, Bishop, you the one wearing the cheap suits, not me.
Hey, you know what? I can't hey, listen, who's sitting there wishing Quessy got fired months ago? That would be me.
Okay, Bruce.
Man, I'd have forgot the question, man.
Who was rated offensive, defense, special teams?
I agree with what you said earlier when you said that it might come down to one of them coaches making a bad decision. You know what I mean? Because in the Super Bowl, all that best offense and defense go right out the window. Is how you play in the big game. Everything changed in the big game. You know what I mean? So Seattle might have had the better defense in the regular season, but New England might have something drawing up
You know they do.
counter all this stuff.
You already know they do.
It's always a different game plan in the big game.
And who you going with?
I'm going with Seattle. Only reason I'm going with Seattle because of Donald.
And his expensive suit.
We ain't gonna never forget that cheap suit. Never. Okay, go ahead, Kendall.
Well, in other sports, and I'm going to get back to football, North Carolina State beat Houston. Villanova beat Georgetown.
Yeah.
The New England Patriots were undefeated. The Giants beat them. Not once, but twice. They weren't undefeated both times. So
Only once to the
all
Super
I'm
Bowl.
saying is that when it comes to the big game, I mean, neither one of my teams are in. I just think New England, I'm going to go with New England. I'm going to ride it. I've only jumped on one bandwagon this year. Next year, I'm going to reclaim my status as a legendary bandwagon jumper. I plan on jumping bandwagons like every other week. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say I'm going to go with New England unless Seattle wins.
I gotta correct that.
Hold it now, hold it,
Kendall, I
everybody.
gotta correct that because you bandwagon jumped like you was playing
I
chess.
know.
I sure was,
earlier you
and
was
proud
bringing
of it. Shamelessly bandwagon jumper.
Listen, he just
That's past
kicked the
bandwagon
wagon in the
jumping.
middle of the road, man.
That's right.
The show started. He said he wanted New England to win, but you were going with Seattle. That's what you said when the
Unless,
show
listen, this is bandwagon jumping at its finest.
Donald,
That's
you know
street
what that
kill
is,
right there.
Donald?
That
He
ain't
can't
bandwagon
lose.
jumping.
He can't
Whichever,
lose now.
whichever,
The
hey,
wagon in the middle of traffic.
whichever
Yeah.
That's
wagon's
right.
rolling the victory, that's the wagon he's jumping on. I
There it is.
on the
Pretty
text,
clear.
pay attention on the text and watch his demeanor. He said, "Oh man, Seattle's gonna get it done." No, go New England.
Good thing, if you was a gambler, boy, you'd be rich because you ain't gonna never lose.
Oh,
He gonna
Right.
break even.
Never.
He gonna break even on both sides.
no, because you know what would have happened to me as a gambler?
What?
One year, I bet that a team was going to win, Kansas City versus Philadelphia, and I made it that year. And after that, I was wrong every time. I'd have been on the corner with a sign saying I work for food.
Well, you know my
Gambling
story.
doesn't work for me.
You know my story. If I were a gambling man, I'd put up $100. I'd be out of what, 50, almost $5,000 because Minnesota hasn't been to the Super Bowl since '78. Okay,
Donald would have all your money.
I'd be out of $5,000 and I'd probably be looking for a new wife because my old one would be walking out the door. I can't mess with you.
Okay, Henry, let's go.
Well, you know, I'm going with New England. To me, their defense is going to shock. They're going to shock the world, man. They're going to shock everybody.
Last time I heard that, UConn beat Duke, but they ain't UConn. So I'm going to keep moving.
I like their defense, man. I really do.
Well, Larry, I like what you said when you said that, you know, Seattle, when you went down the list, the best offensive coordinator,
Yeah.
you know, all that, and then in the end you said, well, New England got the best coach. I sort of agree with all that, so I'm gonna stick with that. I sort of like that, and in the end should be Seattle win.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, good thing the coach ain't playing.
After that, I don't know. If Bravel was playing, he'd probably still be pretty good because some of these players today are kind of soft, you know?
Yeah.
Bravel would
Okay.
probably still a force.
Okay, during the off season, Malik Willis get ready to be a free agent. And Kyler Murray get ready to be a free agent too.
Minnesota.
What is the best fit for each coach and which one you think is the best? And can he revive another team? Which Kyler Murray couldn't get it done in Phoenix. So what do you think, Anthony?
Say Minnesota and get over it and be done with it.
But should they pay Kyler Murray $100 million and let him go? Because that was going to happen if they tried to buy him out.
Yeah. It's a gamble on it, but I still think Murray can play some. I think the last few years he just hasn't been healthy enough more than anything else. And trying to think of a team that needs a quarterback. Maybe if he goes to the Saints or somebody like that, maybe he thrives there because they've got an offensive minded coach with the former Bulls and Cowboy assistant. So maybe he goes to the Saints and does some stuff.
Okay, Bishop.
Well, for Murray, I mean, he'd be a good fit. And I'm not being funny when I say this, honestly, in Minnesota, because the competition, and I think he would outlast McCarthy on this. Kevin O'Connell, I'm finally finding out, was not that high on JJ. It was Kwesi who was high on him. So if Murray needed a team, I think Minnesota would be that team. He'd be a good fit for Minnesota. So, and then for the coach, yeah, I guess I could agree with Anthony on that. But then again, maybe he might do better. Well, who's the Dolphins' new coach? That's what I needed to know. It's too late now. They already got a coach. But yeah, the Saints might be a better deal for him.
Okay, Henry, what do you think?
So now Kyler Murray's the quarterback, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And Malik Willis is too. Let's talk about him too now. Don't forget him.
Now, what's the other quarterback?
Malik Willis, the guy at the backup for Green Bay. He came out.
Oh, okay.
He came out a very high pick, but they traded him. But since he went to Green Bay, he's been doing very well.
Yeah, so now Kyler Murray, I like him. I know he's for a quarterback, he's short, but he's fast on his feet. But I don't know if he's really gonna go to a team if he's really gonna improve them. As far as now, I know with the money that I guess because he's been playing for a while, so the Cardinals will have to pay him a lot of money. I don't know if he's really worth all that. To me, I mean, if I would look at him from the time he got out of college and been playing for the Cardinals the whole time, is he really worth like $80 million a year or whatever the amount? I think if I had to pay him, I would bypass on him. That would be my team. Not saying he can't play, but I just don't think he's, from what I've seen, he's a quarterback that's going to get you over the hump. That's just my take.
What about Malik Willis? Did you watch him?
I'm not really familiar with him, so I can't really comment on him on his play.
Okay, Bruce.
Yeah, if I'm Arizona, I will keep Murray one more year since they got a new coach. See how that work out. You know what I mean? Because Malik Willis, he's done been all over the league, and he always came out as a backup.
No, Malik only been in the league, I think, is 4 years. He only been in two teams.
He never made it as a starter. That's what I'm saying. Ever since them 4 years, his first year he didn't make it, and he been a backup ever since. You know what I mean? So with Arizona getting a new coach and everything, I would keep Murray one more year because to Murray's defense, he's been injured a lot these last few years. And I like to give him a fresh start, nice and healthy under a new coach.
Okay, Donald, do you know much about Malik Willis?
Well, I know enough to know that neither one of these guys I know really well because they ain't no big names. I'm just listening to Bruce. I know enough to know if he ain't starting nowhere, he ain't nobody I need to know.
But he only been in the league 4 years. 4 years.
He played 4 years. He ain't starting nowhere. So whether he get traded or not, do it really matter?
He was behind Love. You got to look who he's behind.
Yeah.
And when Love was hurt, he won every game.
Yeah, well, obviously he didn't win enough because Love didn't lose his position.
Hey,
if they got that much money invested, you're gonna take a lot more than that.
Well, and I did see Arizona play this year, so I'm not saying much about their quarterback either, because to me, I didn't see him really do anything outstanding or Arizona really do anything great. So, I don't know a lot about him personally because unless you're a big name, it's hard to find on my list.
Yeah, they had a lot of injuries. Marvin Harrison Jr. was hurt mostly all season. He was a big receiver for Murray.
To your point earlier, Bruce,
I think you're 100% right. For $100 million, I would keep him one more year.
All right, let me try.
I wouldn't throw that money away.
To your point, Bruce, as I started to say,
Okay, Kendall, go ahead.
Well,
hello.
like I said,
Larry,
Malik Willis
Larry
hasn't
can't hear
shown.
us, man. Larry can't hear you.
Malik,
Let me go and come back in there. Somebody
hello?
was talking? I didn't
No,
hear
no,
nothing.
we're
Yeah.
trying to get Bishop to talk. Let Bishop talk.
Can you
Oh, I
hear me
can't
now?
hear Bishop.
Can you hear me?
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
hear
Go
you.
ahead.
We hear
Go
you.
ahead.
Larry couldn't hear you, I
Yeah.
don't think.
I was just saying earlier, Bruce, to your point, I don't think Arizona's going to be that dumb to pull the same stunt Minnesota pulled. Kyler Murray goes somewhere else and suddenly emerges as a superstar, ends up in the championship game or the Super Bowl. You can kiss that GM goodbye too, you know? Because I mean, he still got some play. He got a lot of play left in him, and it's not his fault for what has happened to that team with the injuries and all that kind of stuff, giving up dumb plays. And I know, like you, Donald, I watched a lot of Seattle this year because when my team wasn't playing, I watch other teams, and a lot of times, I keep saying St. Louis, Arizona beat themselves. You know, wasn't the quarterback's fault per se. It was defense not holding up, special teams making stupid mistakes and things of that nature. So if I was Arizona, hold on to Kyler Murray because if he gets away, you're going to regret it for sure. That's all I'm saying.
I think Kyler Murray ought to take a page out of the Baker Mayfield playbook, even though he played after him. I think Kyler Murray is too small to play the game that he plays. He's talented. I mean, but I was watching. I remember watching Lamar Jackson. And he's a lot taller than people think that he is. I mean, he's a good 6'3". I mean,
Yep,
Drake May is 6'5". Even that kid from Illinois is 6'5". Kyler
yep,
Murray's like a 5'10" guy,
he is.
and I just think that he should really, you have to be. You can't take those hits. You're hurt. And he does a lot of running, a lot of scrambling. He's the fastest quarterback, and that sort of stuff. But when you're that size, I mean, teams are going to want to beat you and hit you. Drew Brees played a certain way. Baker Mayfield played a certain way. So he's talented. I don't think he is the quarterback for Marvin Harrison Jr. He's a talented quarterback, but when you think of him, just think of him. What do you think? You think about him throwing a long bomb or him scrambling? Or you think
He
about
can
his
throw a
speed?
long bomb.
He actually has
Or
a
do you
great arm.
think of it? Like I'm saying he's a quarterback in the NFL. He can make all the throws. But when you think of him, he's the kind of runner, he's the kind of quarterback that you think of his speed and his scrambling. He doesn't have pocket presence. He's a great athlete. I think he's really talented. I just don't think he's in the system that fits him. Now, you got a new coach, so maybe a new coach will tailor made it for him, just like Drew Brees. When Drew Brees was in San Diego, that wasn't for him. But when he went over to New Orleans, that man was getting 5,000 yards every year and was a prolific quarterback
Yeah.
because he wasn't running. Phillip Rivers went to San Diego and got all those yards. He played a different game. I think Tyler Murray is in the wrong system. Now, the Willis character, like you said, he's talented in a relief position. So, but he hasn't started in the NFL, so we don't have enough on him to know anything about him. He's there. He's been there for a couple of years, but he has not emerged as a starter. He's not even in trade talks. He's not a name that we're familiar with. So we don't have the tape on him. We don't know what he's capable of doing.
Well, I'm gonna put this in just to pin on your point. Willis, doesn't he have over 600 yards passing in 4 games or
Yes.
something to that effect? That's a pretty decent percentage. If you multiplied that for an 18-game season, hypothetically speaking, Willis would be a quality starter. He would be more a Brock Purdy type starter. You know, he ain't basically superstar status, but he's good enough to get the job done.
You said 600 yards in 4 games? That's only 150 yards a game.
I think he's
He
got.
got over that. He got over that.
I thought he had about 600 something yards, 670 some odd yards in 4 games because he didn't get many passes. A lot of running plays they ran for him, not a lot of passing for him.
Yeah, he's been a backup.
All.
He's been a backup. He was a backup when he got drafted at Tennessee, and he's been a backup at Green. I mean, he's had flashes, but he's not going to. I mean, his numbers are never going to compare to a lot of guys. That's the only problem.
I agree.
But
I mean,
he's going to be one of the most sought after quarterbacks when the free agency starts.
He might. He definitely might.
well, I mean, and I would say this, and so we can move on. with Murray especially, incentives. I mean, this is his walk year. If he goes elsewhere, whoever picks him up, incentives. Because if you just pay him flat out, outright, Sam Darnold kind of money, Sam Darnold showed his stuff last year, and they just flat outright paid him with his little expensive Versace on. I appreciate it. But you guys, I'm in pain over here. Y'all know that. To watch my former quarterback go to the Super Bowl without wearing purple and gold.
You should
Okay,
have made that phone call, man.
hey,
Hey, Larry, I got a question for you.
Hey, Donald, in honor of Donald.
Hey, Larry, you said what quarterback, that backup quarterback, you said he's the most sought out quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah,
Willis, a lot of
what does
people want
that
to pick
mean?
him up.
But is anybody looking for the stardom, or is he going to be a backup?
Backup.
Somebody looking to start, they can give him a shot at starting.
Okay.
Because
If
you look
he sought out to
at
be a backup, he
Pittsburgh.
still ain't going nowhere.
You look at Pittsburgh. Okay, bringing Rodgers back for 1 year. I mean, what would the fans rather see? A young guy that got a great arm and great mobility, or you want Rodgers?
I thought Pittsburgh was going to get somebody out of some young guy they supposed to have been getting. It wasn't him.
It was him.
It was him? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
They were trying to get it
Isn't
done.
Daniel Jones on the market too as well?
No, he's not leaving.
Oh, he's not leaving? Hey.
No.
He's staying with the coach, right?
Yeah, he's hurt, but he's not leaving nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
They're not letting him go.
No, they'd be
They're not
crazy
gonna
to
pull
let
no
him go.
Minnesota with him.
All right.
They actually had him before he was with the Colts.
Minnesota had him?
Yeah.
Wait. I'll tell you what they did, Donald.
Mhm.
Kwesi had him put on the quote-unquote practice squad. He should have been at least a third string on the team. Had him on the practice squad, and then decide to release him from the practice squad, of which the Colts picked him up, and the rest is history.
Wow. And if he didn't get hurt, the Colts was looking real good, too.
Oh, my goodness. Yes,
They
they
was
were.
rolling.
Yes, they were. But so much for past pains.
It would have really been nice if him and Donald was going against each other, huh?
That would have been great. Oh, man. You just, now I know who my real friends are, Bruce. Now I know who my real friends are.
You better go get one of them body towels, man.
One of them works for Big Don Production, or at least I thought he was anyway. Come on there, Larry.
Okay, did the Hall of Fame get it right? Did they get the best people in this year? You know, I would say they was close to being right. Fitzgerald, I agree with him going in. Drew Brees,
Yeah.
okay. Luke
Roger
Kuechly,
Craig.
as the first time. I don't know about that. Roger Craig is about time he got in. You know, Adam Vinatieri.
Yes, for sure.
That's the best kicker of all time.
Yeah,
It is.
for sure.
Only one I don't know, but for sure is Kuechly getting in as a first time Hall of Famer. You know,
Who?
Luke Kuechly. I know him. You know a lot about him. What you think?
Carolina.
I was shocked first ballot.
Yeah.
I mean, is he deserving of getting in the Hall of Fame? Probably. Fitz, no brainer. Breeze, no brainer. I'm biased. I thought Craig should have been in there a long while ago. But yeah,
Right.
but the only thing with the Vinatieri thing is now the writers sort of look kind of foolish because that's another Patriot guy. Now, how do you get him in, but you don't get in Kraft? Well, put it this way. Between Belichick and Kraft, to me, I think Belichick is a little bit more deserving. But if you're going to keep Belichick out, how do you put Vinatieri in?
Yeah.
Right.
Here's my question: didn't Vinatieri play for the Colts at one time?
Yep, he did.
Yeah.
But what do we remember him? His greatest two kicks of his career
The Super
came
Bowl.
as Super Bowl winners with the Patriots. He's identified more as a Patriot than he is as a Colt.
But I think they're looking at the body of work overall for Vinatieri. So, and I
Well,
mean,
how about the body of work for Belichick or
I
Kraft?
was about
Giants.
I was about to say that, but he was a defensive coordinator for the Giants, and
Yeah.
Parcells was the coach at the time. But then let's go back and get his two black eyes, Cleveland and Jets. So, not too much progress there, man. No winning season. As a matter of fact, the teams did slightly worse when he came than they did before he got there. So, all right, Belichick probably the next Bill, Kraft probably the next round. Not this time. Sorry.
I think they looking at Vinatieri like by him being the kicker, his job wasn't that important where they needed to cheat. You know what I mean? So they're giving him a break.
Mm-hmm. Although he got the kick in the tuck rule game too. So
Sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
But talking about the Hall of Fame in the NFL, now Bill Belichick, he's the only coach, if I'm wrong, you guys let me know, that won 6 Super Bowls. Is there any other coach in the NFL that ever did that?
Nope.
No.
Not even pre-Super Bowl.
Oh, no doubt he should be in. No doubt he should be in.
You know what I mean? So I know next year he'll get in, but as being a first ballot, there's no way that he should not be in right now. So my thing is they didn't get it right.
Do you think?
But I don't like that first ballot stuff, man. Either you're a Hall of Fame or you're not.
Luke Kuechly, I don't think he should have got in because he was never that big a superstar. He was a good player. And to be a first ballot Hall of Fame, I was shocked.
Yeah.
They should get rid of that first, second, third ballot.
He was probably good to sports reporters.
Yeah,
That dude really did it. The sports reporter.
and the thing with Kuechly, he retired young. He got out of there. He did the concussion thing before you saw a rash of guys get in. That's the only. I mean, the only reason why I think he may have possibly got in, they may have used the Gale Sayers / Terrell Davis thing, but as good a player as he is, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Hey, fellas, let me throw this in here real quick. We got a commercial going.
Big Don Productions proudly
You want me to
presents
read it,
the
or
Jerry Green's Gospel
you want to
Showcase
read it?
happening on Saturday,
Nobody
March
got to read
28th
it, Henry.
at the
Oh,
Dixwell
okay.
Community Q House, 197 Dixwell Avenue in the heart of New Haven, Connecticut. Featured artists include Forever, Yvette Early, Edward Beverly and Redemption, The Mighty Ones, God's Favor, Chosen by God, Lisa Clayton, and Anthony Smith, and Fully Committed. All happening on Saturday, March 28th at the Dixwell Community Q House, 197 Dixwell Avenue in the heart of New Haven, Connecticut. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and the show starts at 6 p.m. Tickets are $20 in advance and Cash App at $84 Plymouth. That's Cash App $84 Plymouth, or call 203-875-0520. That's 203-875-0520 for the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase, another Big Don Productions.
Amen.
All right. Now we back.
Okay. Now with the NBA, I don't know the thinking with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They picked up James Harden, and they had a good guard, but he kept getting hurt. But he's 10 years younger, so they go get James Harden. Do you think they just had given up on him because as far as injuries and picked James Harden up, or it was just a great move because James Harden got maybe about two years left? What do you think, Henry?
Well, I look at it right now with them picking up James Harden with Donovan Mitchell. I say they got the best backcourt right now in the NBA.
Yeah.
The only knock I have on James Harden is the playoffs. But as far as they're trying to win now, and not only that, they got Dennis Schroeder too. So they traded for him and brought him in. So they got a nice backcourt, and they kept all their big guys. Now the Clippers, they helped the Clippers because Darland is like 10 years younger than Harden, so they got them a nice point guard, but James Harden is a better player than Garland. So we'll just have to see that the whole thing is the playoffs. How they do in the playoffs is really gonna say how this works out for them. But I say right now they got the best backcourt in the NBA.
Okay, Bruce, this puts them above the Knicks. They said Cleveland moves to the top of the heap coming out.
Don't forget that's on paper.
Hey, say that one more time. Bruce. Say that one more time.
Yeah, but I think that's a good move, man, because I don't think Garland and Mitchell worked out too good together. You know what I mean? But Harden is more veteran, like you say, and I think all he gonna do is set Mitchell up, man. Because Mitchell, one of them guys, can run right into a jumper. You know what I mean? He don't have to make his own shot and the way Harden breaks the defense down, or he can shoot the jumper. I think they're gonna be tough. You know, but I'm not gonna put them ahead of my Knicks.
No.
Okay, Anthony.
I might be a minority in this. I don't think this helps them. I think they get older. To be honest with you, I think he might slow down Mitchell. To be honest with you, because the thing is, he still likes to shoot, and I don't know if he's he has to know that he's going to be in a reduced role now, because what is it now? Sixers, Clippers, now Cavs in the last 3 years. At
Houston.
Yeah, Houston. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's the sort of thing where all the he's getting by on reputation more than anything else. If he plays within himself, they could be very, very dangerous. But I'm with Bruce. I'll take my chances on the guys in blue and orange and see what happens.
Okay, Henry.
I already went. I went first.
You went first?
Yeah.
Okay, Bishop.
Anyway, I kind of think Anthony said it best. And Harden will take a day off at the wrong time. He's known for that. I mean, why do you think he went to those other three teams? Because basically, when he started crying like a baby, they had no pacifier, so he wanted out. I'm hoping it puts him in with incentives. Get to the playoffs, you get X amount of money. Get to the finals, you get X amount. Because if they just give this guy straight money, and I don't know if it was a straight trade or was there a trade and future trades involved with some cash, whatever the case may be, this is James Harden's last ride, technically.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't do anything here, he can just put on a sweater, go out to the dog track and watch the little animals run across the dirt. Do something.
I believe that.
So let's wait and see what happens this year. I haven't lost faith in James Harden, but I wouldn't put him. I wouldn't put a lot into him because he's already proven it. Philadelphia, we thought he was going somewhere. Suddenly, out the clear blue sky, he got mad because he's a ball hog. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. The man's a ball hog, and so I want to see how this works out between him and Mitchell. Who gets the ball? Especially in that clutch shot, because Harden wants the ball, but Harden doesn't realize he ain't got what he's not the Harden of say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. End of story.
All right, let me go before Kendall, because Kendall gonna come with a lot of stats. So let me go before Kendall. Kendall gonna have some great stats for us. Anyway, I think it's a great idea. That's what I want to get out there. And so you just asked 3 Knick guys, and you know what all of us was gonna say with that. You got 3 Knick guys, like they were gonna jump on the bandwagon there. No. But listen, Harden, every team Harden went to, he had a reason to leave. When he went to the Nets, he had a great reason to leave because he went there to work with Durant and Kyrie, and both of those guys disappeared and left him to carry the weight. When he went to Philly, it wound up being the same thing. He went there to work with Embiid and those guys. He wound up carrying the weight. They always get rid of him. He go to the Clippers. He wound up carrying the weight again because everybody's always out and leave Harden to carry the weight. Now, he's not good down the stretch. I agree with Henry. But when you put him with Mitchell, now the pressure's going to fall on Mitchell when we get to the playoff and things get tight. And it's up to Mitchell to pull it through. And Harden don't have to worry about carrying that burden. So I believe that this is a great move. And since they're in the East, this is their big chance. I don't think the Knicks going to stand in their way. I'm worried more about Boston standing in their way. But I think this is a great shot for them, great opportunity. Harden and Mitchell both need that ring because they both are accused of the same thing, too. When they get in the playoff, they both disappear. So this is their chance to correct it, and I think they will.
All right.
Okay, Kendall, let's
Well, like you
get
said,
the numbers.
James Harden, right? James Harden has the second amount of points of someone who has not won a championship behind Karl Malone. So this is his shot. Now, on the numbers end, both of them have $39.4 million left on their contract. I think Garland's was like 3 years left, and James Harden might have been 2 years left. So they were able to do the numbers. Here's the thing. Is James Harden willing to be the James Harden that once led the NBA in assists? We got to remember that. You remember that? He did that. And he can be that missing piece from that core four in Cleveland that I saw in person, which was Garland, Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and the Fro. So he can make a difference, but will he? And in the playoffs, he hasn't shown up. You had to make this trade. It made sense, but I'm wondering, can Donovan Mitchell and James Harden share the rock? Because they both need it in their hands. And the thing is, I agree with Anthony said. They got older. So they're either going to get older and work with experience or what. They had to make the trade. They made the trade. Garland's been hurt. He's up. He's sometime he up and down. He's younger. He can go. Listen, he can go right with Kawhi Leonard. They can hang out on the bench together.
If he buddy with Kawhi Leonard, that's where he's going to find himself on the bench.
Garland stays on the bench. He gets hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both of them going to be on the bench. You're right. We agree with that. But I'm just thinking that Harden and Mitchell, once they have to talk it over, these guys know they got it. This is made for this year. This is not made for next year or the following year. This is made for this year. So they got to do it. Or they become a statistic.
Yeah.
I like that what you said, Don.
Yeah.
Well,
You're gonna take the pressure. You're gonna take the pressure off Harden, and Harden gonna take the pressure off him.
I don't want to get too comfortable with that because there's still the wall, that orange and blue wall that they got to go through. And then I'm not going to put Detroit to the side either. So it's not like they got a cakewalk to the finals.
No cakewalk. But this is their opportunity. It's either now or never. You know, just like we were saying about Baltimore, just like we were saying about Buffalo. You know, these guys blew their opportunities. You said about the Rams.
Atlanta's tough too. Now don't count them out.
Well,
They get with their best player.
Well,
They did.
No, they didn't.
And the Wizards aren't any better. They're not.
Larry, can I bring up one subject? You know, like who made the best move here?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. was this a good trade or what?
Wait a minute. Why is the plane away from the runway? Away from the walkway? That is so dead wrong.
So, well, my point is, we was talking earlier, me, Henry, and Larry, and when you go to the Wizards, is that a washout for you or what? Is this the end of your career? I mean, this is how Michael Jordan ended his. The great Michael Jordan you talk about, Bishop, he ended his with the Wizards.
He
So
did.
is this an ending career type of thing for AD?
Look at it like
He
this.
already going there in the best of shape.
If LeBron James ends up on the Wizards, we know that Washington is the place to just kill your career. We can say that. Okay? When you end up in Washington,
we can say it about Michael, can't we? Did Michael kill his career there? Why we gotta wait on LeBron James? What Michael
well,
killed
we
his
can say
career?
that. We can go ahead and say about Michael. We can even get deep and say we can say about one who never even got his career started. I'm gonna name Kwame Brown. Oh, I'm sorry. I said
That's where Mike messed up. He took Kwame with him to Washington.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't heard nothing out of John Wall since he left Washington.
That was
That's
the biggest
true.
mistake Mike made, taking Kwame to Washington with him.
So do you guys think
And see, the thing about it is, you know for a fact that any superstar you want to see come to Washington, because the tickets are $3 for $1. Just show up.
Hey, if you show up early enough, they may give you a uniform at this point in time.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna try out for them, and all I gotta do is let them know I can hold the rock. That's it. That's the only qualification
Do you guys think that the Dallas Mavericks gave up on Anthony Davis too soon? Since they traded Luka away, and they didn't even keep Anthony for a year.
Yeah, but what else they need to see?
Yeah.
I mean, let me say this real quick. How is it in an 82 game season you've only played 17 games all season? All season.
But you know what? They knew that. They knew his history as far as being hurt. But they traded Luka anyway for Anthony Davis. I mean, man, to me, I'm just like, why you even traded Luka if you're going to do that with Anthony Davis?
It was a money thing for
And that general manager is fired.
Yeah. Somewhere in Dallas, Nico Harrison saying, "I could have did that."
Damn. My goodness. Hey,
Well, to me, when they made the trade, it actually looked good if AD stayed healthy enough. And
Nah, it didn't look
was
good.
healthy, and then they messed around and picked up Cooper Flag. They wouldn't be in too bad of a shape right now. It just
Nah.
I don't know how that would work out though, Don. If they got Cooper Flag and they still had Doncic.
No. I said the trade would have worked out good.
Oh, I get you. I'm
AD
sorry.
stayed healthy, and they got Cooper Flag, and they had Kyrie 100%. The trade would have worked out a whole lot better for them guys.
Oh yeah, right, sure.
I said it earlier and I'll say it again. We got a sweater Davis's size. There's another seat at the dog track. So, he's.
Do you think Dallas would have been formidable with Doncic, Cooper Flag, and Kyrie?
Oh man, please, that's a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that was that. Wow, could you imagine that?
But would they have got the trade if they did? They kept Luka, would they have been able to get Cooper Flag then?
No,
I don't think so, because they would have won more games.
No, somebody else would have got him. The Pelicans or whoever else is in last place.
Well, the guys that they got in the guys that they got from Washington may actually help them out a little bit. I think they just got tired of waiting on him because remember he missed games when he got there, and he missed games this year. So he was just sort of like, you know what, let's just punt and just
They didn't want it to get too far gone.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what it was. And what they did was they sent him to his grave. They sent him to Washington. They sent him to
Yes, the graveyard.
That's what happened.
That's so sad, man.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
And I thought the guy in the purple PJs I call was the phlebotomist.
I mean, he makes Sam Bowie look like Jack LaLanne right now.
Can I throw
the bad part is the last time he got hurt, he was just running beside the guy and broke 3 fingers.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man, how you gonna break 3 fingers and then you didn't even play no defense?
He's probably swinging too hard.
So, Henry, to answer your question, that's actually why they let him go. It wasn't planned. I really feel it wasn't planned. I feel they just saw the future and dived out while they had a chance. That's what I believe.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that because I know it couldn't because they wouldn't have gave up Luka if they weren't thinking of getting rid of Anthony Davis that fast. For me, I just couldn't see them doing that. You know, but to me, it was like if you traded a player like Luka and brought Anthony Davis, I would at least waited. To me now. Next year, because you already have Flag, you already got Cooper. Wait to let Kyrie come back and let Anthony Davis come back and see.
And see 5 minutes into the game Anthony Davis.
You know what?
That's what they were going to see. That's the opportunity they didn't want to see.
They can still trade him next year. They could have waited.
They won't take that stab.
Okay, Anthony, you can't stay healthy enough. We're going to trade you.
They said they took a stab when they got him.
And I would have sent them. That's where they sent them to.
Hey, Henry, they took a stab when they got him. They said they ain't
Yeah.
taking no more stabs.
What's that? Yeah,
That was my only thing, man. Wait till Kyrie come back, man. If Kyrie come back, and then you got Cooper, Flecky. So Kyrie come back, but Kyrie usually don't have a history of getting hurt. Not a lot.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't have been no Anthony Davis.
He would have got
he
hurt,
probably,
Henry.
Probably would have got hurt. I mean, he never stayed healthy.
That's why they said we can't take a stab on this guy.
So why keep him around, Henry?
Right.
Yeah, but but to me though, they knew that, because even the year that the Lakers won the championship, that was the year of the COVID. So he said, so there was 6 months the league was shut down, so he wasn't playing, so he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, but don't forget the year before he played about 75 games for the league.
Yes.
So they be looking at that. They might have said the guy finally got healthy.
Well,
something's wrong. You know something's wrong when you have to have a international pandemic for you to win a championship. There's something.
Wow,
that's terrible.
Oh man, I mean that's crazy.
Well, I mean, because they riding on Anthony Davis' health. I mean, that did help because they had so many months that was closed down. He wasn't playing, so he didn't get hurt. So that really helped.
You know what? Listen,
I'll tell you this much, Henry. He with the right team now.
Yeah, they got him in.
He can hurt all he want now.
Yeah.
Nobody won't notice.
Hey, Washington did him a favor. They brought him a brand new car too.
Look at it this way: they don't care
got
if
a
he
$40
lives
million
on the court.
contract.
You know how they make that starting five roll call? They don't care if he goes out there in a wheelchair, a leg scooter.
Yeah.
Get your butt out there, be announced, and then go sit on the bench somewhere.
And you guys, another thing I thought. Now I was looking at like Dennis Schroeder. So he got traded in the trade. He's with Cleveland now, right? So I was like, man. So he done been. I looked it up. He done been in the NBA 13 years. He done played for 11.
Yeah, about 10, 11 teams.
Well,
11
you
teams.
know who else did that?
But wherever he goes, I mean, he always plays hard. He always helps the team out. But I'm just wondering why he gets traded so much.
He's bad in the locker room.
You know who else did that? Think about it. Kevin Ollie did this very same thing. 13 years in the NBA.
Yeah, but Dennis Schroeder.
All 1 year contract for Kevin Ollie too.
Every last one of them. So I mean, I would think he should go think about being a college coach or something because his NBA career is like shot. Okay, that's like Swiss cheese right about now.
Dennis Schroeder.
Yep.
Oh, Dennis, he got a good career. He gets traded. I was wondering
Swiss
what you guys
cheese,
thought
Henry.
on it.
Swiss cheese.
Why he
Just
gets
put it
traded
on.
so much?
Put it on some good domestic ham. Throw some mayo and mustard on there, and just enjoy yourself. That's it.
You know what I mean? Because he's a good role player.
He probably make a good coach too. He's seen every play in the book. He's
I agree with that.
No, but coach, send them on a fly left and send them on an invert right. I think we could score. Yeah, what he said. And then they send them out, and it worked.
I agree with that, man.
But what about Trae Young? You think
No,
Trae Young even going to start?
Where's he at?
Once he comes back, I think.
Washington.
He's in Washington.
He went to Washington.
All
right, Larry, can I have a split second?
I told you, that's the graveyard.
Hey,
They both hurt.
how about that kid in Atlanta that made Troy Young expendable?
Listen, you can't do nothing with that. That's just raw talent right there.
Well, again,
That was a triple-double machine.
Yeah.
But you got to
Yeah.
remember, the Atlanta Hawks had Luka Doncic, and they traded him for Trae Young.
Yeah, but that was at the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
draft night.
But they said that what that guard that y'all was just talking about?
Dude,
Oh,
Trae
just
Young?
for Atlanta.
Trae Young.
Yeah, Trae Young. They said he was driving the ambulance that Anthony Davis was in.
Wow.
But
So the
you know,
Atlanta Hawks, man,
actually,
they made a
Trae
bad
Young is
move,
going to
too.
the grave a little early, ain't he?
Yeah.
I was surprised.
That's about time. He hasn't done nothing in years.
No, he
Man,
hasn't really.
Oh, that's terrible.
He can shoot, but he won't play no defense, nothing else.
So they put him out the passer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's with Anthony Davis. Over on
They
the
give
bench.
you about 8 years, that's about it.
Well, you know what? And I'm not no knock against the Wizards. They can't help what they are, but we got to go back to that movie Life. They're all in the upper room.
The whole team. If you get drafted by then, your career is over.
What y'all think about Porzingis going to Golden State?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Zinger's going
Right
to Golden State. I
Yeah,
missed
he
that.
said
Yeah.
Golden State, yeah.
That was that. The funny thing was that there was rumors that Draymond was going to get sent, and when I first saw it, I thought, oh, that must mean Draymond. But now I guess they're going to play them both. But again, with him, you know, how many minutes you going to get?
Let me ask you a question, Anthony.
Well,
Let me ask you a question.
Draymond.
If Draymond play the three, is he capable of playing the three?
No, you don't want him at the 3.
yeah,
I'm asking, is he
that's
capable?
might be pushing it.
No, you don't want him at the 3. He can't shoot. The 3 is the glamour position, small forward.
Yeah, I was kind of
You know what I
wondering.
mean? But Porzingis would be no good in Golden State without Draymond Green there to have his back.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just
somebody gotta
curious.
have his back.
Sure.
That's
Because I never-
free.
That's where
I
all the
really
problems
never thought of
started. in his
Draymond
back.
as a scorer. So,
Yeah.
you know, ask
This should free Draymond Green up a little bit because basically he's been playing center.
Yeah.
Maybe about 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Steph
this
Curry's
should free him
hurt right
up.
now, too, though.
Porzingis can't play center.
No,
They're
no,
They're gonna have to.
he doesn't have to. But now with what you're saying, so I get the picture now. Draymond doesn't have. He's still got defensively. He's still got to be on point, but offensively, it gives him a little freedom to roam around.
Yeah.
After he,
So who going to play center?
Porzingis plays center.
yeah,
Oh, yeah?
See, but they only looking for Porzingis to block the rim. Draymond Green gonna take care of the heavy work like he's been doing.
yeah.
They know
Right.
Porzingis can't stand up to that.
Yeah.
And
That's
he-
why I say he would have been no good. He'd have been no good in Golden State without Draymond Green there to keep up the dirty work. You know what I mean?
Porzingis is a scorer. I
Yeah,
don't
right.
know about all that
Oh,
blocking
yeah,
the
he
rim
can
stuff.
come outside.
Oh yeah, he can block the shot now. He
I
about
don't know
8 feet
what
tall.
shot he going to block.
Yeah,
he
Porzingis
can
is going to
block
be the
it.
offensive guy, and Draymond is going to be the defensive guy. And I guess they figure him just being 7'5", he'll maybe get four or five rebounds just being there. More
Yeah.
than anything.
Yeah.
I agree.
Plus he open up the floor. He shoot that 3 too. So that they
Yeah.
never had a center that could open up the floor like that.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
But right now, Steph Curry is hurt, so we'll see how long he be out.
Oh, Steph is hurt?
Something with his knee.
His knee. Yeah.
He's not out for the season, but he's out currently right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made
So we just
he
gotta
missed
see
the
how
sit up
that-
and
see how that
it
goes.
caught up with him. Pretty
So
much.
real quick, have you guys checked into the new NBA All-Star format that they did?
Not
Yeah.
I
yet.
seen something.
They got 3 teams. You know,
Yeah,
got the world
I meant to
team.
put that up here. I forgot to do that.
Mhm. Two U.S. teams and one world team, I guess. And I guess what is it? The world will play one of the U.S. teams, and then they'll play the winner will play the other one. I think that's how it's gonna go.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
There's 3 teams.
I mean,
for now,
I was just
Luka-
the whole thing U.S. versus the world. You know, just
well,
I
the
guess
world-
Who's on the world team?
Everybody that
Well, right
ain't
now-
in the United States.
They got all the best players.
That's
They all
stupid.
put-
That's real
they're
stupid.
hurt, though.
Yeah, but know what I thought they should have did? I thought they should have had United States and Canada hook up
that too.
against the overseas boys.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, let's go one better, Bruce. Why don't you do a Final Four like thing? Saturday playing the preliminary, Sunday being the championship, and divide up the international team into 2 teams, and then divide up the Canada-America team into 2 teams. And I don't know if they got anybody from Mexico because I ain't seen no tamales sold.
No,
so I
but
guess-
it's most of the European guys. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
France and all them. That's why I thought it'd be better if they had the United States and Canada hook up and that against the Europeans.
Well,
And that's
I
not
don't like.
Yeah, it's not fair to the United States to
Yes,
play
they have
against
two
all them
teams.
different countries. You know what I mean?
I don't like the fact that it's 3 teams, because one team get the rest, right?
That's
Yeah,
the
but
Yeah, I don't like the fact that one team get the rest while the other two
the
do
best
a
record
playoff.
probably get the
It
rest.
should have been 4. Should have been 4,
Yeah,
right?
it should have been
That's
4.
why I said divide up the European team.
Or either just made it like what Bruce was saying, North America versus the world, and just play it under Olympic rules. Just for
Yeah.
something, just for something different. But
Yeah, I agree with that too.
they're trying to, I know why they did it, but it's like if you're gonna make the change, change all the way over. But
why would you have 2 U.S. teams? You cut it in half. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It
right.
don't make no
Yeah.
sense.
One
Yeah,
North American team, not 2 U.S. teams, but you should have 2 European teams because it's widespread over there. You're talking what 4 of the 7, 5 of the 7, 4 of the 7 continents are all over there. Okay, so why not? I mean, you're looking at Australia, Africa, Europe, Asia, that whole thing. Why not split that up?
Slovenia,
Yeah, I mean, you got to split them up.
Europe.
I know.
You know what I mean?
My point
Greece.
is, put them. Yeah. Speaking of Greece, I got to call somebody.
They ain't frying no fish out there in that grease.
No, I ain't that kind of Greece. I'm talking about the country Greece.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
I'm just
frying
saying 4 teams will make it even to me.
I would agree.
I'd rather see it even. I don't like to see nobody sit home and get rest because you can say, well, they was rested, the other team was tired. Because, the other 2 teams that's playing going to be battling like crazy to try to get there while I'm going to sit back and rest. Otherwise,
let me ask you something, Don, and everybody. If they ever went to that format, don't you think that the preliminary or the semifinals, if you want to call it that, would be played Saturday, and then the crown championship, whatever you want to call it? But then what would be the incentive? Because, in America, everything's about money. So what would be the incentive for that final game?
well, the same incentive they got now. Ain't going to be no more incentive than what they're already playing for.
Yeah, you get the feeling they didn't think this all the way through on this, which is a shame because they had all year. They literally had all year to get this right.
Anthony, this was a cognac and cheese and grapes thing.
Yeah.
This wasn't a
but the world
$1,000
team, they
plate
got the
meal.
top
This is
players,
just
but a lot of
cognac,
them are
grape,
hurt
and
right
cheese.
now.
What'd you
So
say?
Henry,
No, I was saying that the world team got all the best players, but a lot of them are hurt. Because Giannis is hurt. Now, Luka's hurt. Shea, he's hurt. And I guess Wemby's back. I'm not sure.
yeah,
Wemby is
back.
back.
Yeah.
Wemby's back.
He's back. And
But
Joker's back.
by the time the game's been played, they're gonna they'll be back.
Wow.
What's the date on this All-Star game?
Next weekend.
The 14th.
Next
I
weekend?
think.
Yep.
That's pretty close.
Weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Oh, the 14th?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Right after the Super Bowl. That weekend.
Yeah,
This is
so we got to be able to watch the game and have flowers at the same time, huh?
I don't think the missus is gonna buy that one down. You're gonna
I think it's the 14th.
have to go to the NBA TV channel to see that game.
Yeah.
I can hear the ladies now saying, I thought y'all said that game wasn't important.
First thing out of their mouth, too, right?
Well, the 14th on a Saturday, so I know they got events going on. So, yeah.
That's even worse.
All right.
Hey,
So
hey,
anybody else got
Henry,
any other topic they want to cover?
You're a married man, Henry.
Well, last but not least, the NFL awards last night. I feel like we got the MVP being who? Matthew Stafford over Drake May. Myles Garrett was a unanimous pick for Defensive Player of the Year. That happened very well. A bunch of players have gotten that. I mean, Lawrence Taylor, what's that? The guy, the big guy from the Rams, just retired.
McDonald.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, yeah. Aaron Donald, T.J. Watt or J.C. Watt.
Strahan.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they should have fired. They should have fired that guy that voted for Herbert.
Yeah.
First ballot. They vote
Yeah.
for Herbert for MVP.
Yeah.
That should take his voting privilege away.
I think that took away from May because May lost what
By
5
one vote. By one vote.
by 1 vote. Yeah.
By one vote.
So who
Somebody
won
was
MVP
drinking
award?
Richard Triple Peach that
Stafford,
night.
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, Matthew won it. Okay.
That was a gift. That was a gift.
Yeah.
Just like that was
Yeah.
with
That
Allen
was a
Mann.
gift.
That was more of a lifetime achievement award.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was an opportunity to give him one for what he's done, body of
Right.
work.
Right.
Yep, I would agree with that. So
Well, if May stays healthy, he'll get one down the road.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks
So,
good.
so what you guys think? Donald ain't gonna never qualify or what?
Next year.
I mean, he's doing good. But you know what? Pat Mahomes is going to be ready. Joe Burrows is going to be healthy. Josh Allen's always a factor, so.
got
Yeah. Donald said he heard it all before.
He actually got some sympathy votes in the thing as well.
Yeah.
Now get MVP of the Super Bowl, he'd be okay.
Yeah.
That'll work.
All right.
hey,
Hey, Kendall, before we go, that was a great fight, man, with Stevenson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
we
that was a
forgot
great
to bring
fight,
that
man.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually nod out that late, man. I stayed up for that.
Yo, they're slugging, man,
It was worth it, huh? I didn't
Hey, what
Yeah,
about
my
the
man
fight
was
before
cool,
that,
man.
Bruce? Hey,
He was
Bruce,
cool,
what about the
boy.
fight before that when the guy toupee came off?
Yeah, man, that was funny, man.
That was nuts.
Oh, man.
He went in the
They were
ring
playing
with
that all
Tuesday.
over the place,
Oh,
man. That was so
Wow.
crazy.
I had to call the ambulance to get me off the floor, man.
Every time that guy punched him in the head, that toupee would go up.
Oh,
that
man.
was funny. I saw the
Oh,
clips
man.
on that, and I thought that was just an AI trick. That was for real.
That was
Yeah.
for real.
Oh,
When I
my
first saw it,
goodness.
I thought he had a mask on. Somebody would laugh and kept opening their mouth or something, man.
Wow, I did see the clips on
Wow,
that.
I gotta look
That
that
was
up.
funny.
Man.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
that was crazy,
for real.
man.
That was
It was
funny.
Hey,
He made-
You know
he
what
made
you could
joke
say
of
to
it
that one?
afterwards, too.
Hey,
He
Kendall,
won.
you know what you said? He punched the follicles out of that little guy.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
When he went on and ripped it off and threw
Yeah,
it
when
and
he got,
landed in the
he got
seat.
to the corner, he ripped it off.
I
Yeah.
don't blame him.
I don't even know why he even went in there, man, with that on.
You know what?
Crazy.
He
First
had
of all,
for 3 stitches in it.
he had glue in that bad boy because you can't stitch it. You stitch it, man, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to tap your cerebrum.
He must have been planning on getting hit upside the head because that's what happened. He got hit upside the
That's what
head. That thing
happened.
stopped
Oh,
popping up.
man.
One thing's for sure, I saw the clips on that. They kept showing that.
Wow, I gotta look
I done
that
seen
up.
it all for real now, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got to YouTube and watch the
That
whole
was the
thing.
funniest thing. You had to
That
laugh.
had to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I was
kept
thinking
snapping.
it
I
was
said,
to
what
say
the
that.
heck?
But
He back in-
Stevenson was everything you guys said he was. You know, he a
Yes,
real
sir.
technician and all
Oh, yeah.
that.
Oh, he's slick.
You know,
He's slick. Out of Newark, New Jersey, he's slick.
But I gotta see some knockouts. You know what I mean? I wasn't really impressed by all that defense. It was nice to watch. I watched the whole thing, but give me somebody that's gonna knock somebody out.
So is he like Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, he's
No,
like
he's-
Floyd Mayweather.
He didn't run, though.
No,
He
Yeah.
wasn't
not like
running.
Floyd.
He fought. Yeah. He
He's
fought.
not like Floyd Mayweather because he don't do a whole lot of running like Floyd.
Mhm.
You know, he
Oh,
will
yeah.
get in there and show you some real defense and fight. All Floyd
Yeah,
Is
that
he
was a
better
great
than
fight,
run
Crawford?
around
man.
the ring all night.
Is he better than Crawford?
No.
Crawford was the manager, right?
No.
Nah, Crawford was a
I think they trained together. I think
Yeah.
that's the only, I think they
Yeah.
trained together. I don't think they were
Yeah.
actually something but
Yeah,
nah,
they
I mean
trained.
Crawford's as a
Crawford
whole,
is definitely the best of this generation.
yeah. You know, he's
Crawford finished, right?
Says he
he
is.
says he is, but
Yeah, you know, they're gonna offer some more money to come out.
I really do. I really
So he
hope he
only
comes
needed-
back. He's too young. He's too
Yeah,
young.
we needed one more fight, right? To tie the guy for the most undefeated to be undefeated, didn't he?
No, I think he finished what,
Crawford
30,
never
from
lost, right?
39 and
Yeah, he's not near the 50-0 Mayweather.
Oh,
49-0 Rocky Marciano. He's not there yet.
Marciano fought boxers that were near dead.
Yeah.
They took one of Stevenson's belts away. Though, that was the 4th belt.
yeah.
They took
It's just,
one away.
and this is what turns people off on boxing. That he won that thing in the ring,
Right.
they're saying, that he could because he didn't go after the number one contender.
Right.
Stop that, man.
Think that's
Right.
Oh, okay. So that's why he retired, because they took
No,
his
not
number
No,
one?
Stevenson got
Stevenson.
stripped of one of his titles.
Oh, Stevenson.
Yeah, he went up to 140 something instead of fighting the number one
Going
contender.
down.
Wow.
Right. Okay.
I remember a couple of years back they did that to somebody else.
Oh, it's
They do it all the time. Riddick
Yeah.
Bowe even put his in the trash can. He didn't want to
I
fight Lennox
remember that.
Lewis.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And
Remember
listen,
when Spinks beat Ali, they tried to say, well, you got to fight Norton. Said, no, I'm giving them champ a rematch. So they
That's
stripped him
right,
of the
yeah.
title. It's nuts.
Wow.
And then Dorn and Holmes had a fight. Yeah.
And Holmes, that's how Holmes got his part of the title. It was a WBC.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Right. So you guys, anything else you want to cover before we
No
close out?
surge.
So Bishop, you want to close us out?
Amen.
I can. Father, in Jesus' name, we thank you for this time, for this opportunity, for this chance. Thank you for how you kept us all week long, giving us this opportunity to come together this Friday night to even talk sports. But now as we leave this place, never your presence. Continue to walk with us, talk to us, lead, guide, guard, govern, protect us, and even correct us where we may have need of it, Father God. We thank you for the services that we will attend this weekend, for the word that's going to come forward, for the person who's going to minister the word. And thank you for our wonderful families who tolerate us as we come on here and run off at the mouth concerning sports. Now unto him who's able to present you faultless before his throne with exceedingly great joy, to the only wise God be glory, majesty, dominion, and power, both now, henceforth, and forevermore. And the men of God say amen.
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 All right, you guys have
Hey,
a
hey,
blessed